are going to be a little chilly, but let me tell you, you're going to be really warm inside when you're helping so many people. So humor me. We're going to do this as quietly as possible. Everybody stand up, stand up, stand up. Get some energy. Both hands in the air, both hands in the air. Keep both hands in the air. Keep both hands in the air and find 5 people to give a big high 10 to. 5 high 10s. Guys in the back, well done. Says, I am literally blown away. I am humbled to be here. I'm excited to be here. I am just literally passionate to be here, to see all of you, all these amazing knights in this auditorium here gathered before you embark on your journey this evening, to not only help your community, but to also substantially help the world. And I want to get these stats incorrect, and I actually wrote them down. I want to give you a sense of context on why it is so critical of what you're doing this evening. Yes, it'll be fun, and yes, you'll have an amazing team, and you've got this incredible executive who are helping along the way, and so many more. But don't forget that 1.7 million Canadians, 1.7 million Canadians rely on food banks. Just think about that. That's about the population of Nova Scotia. Last year alone, 1 in 2 Canadians who walked into a food bank were actually, unfortunately, denied food simply because there was no food to be had. And you just think of that moment and that context. Can you imagine the need to have something as simple as dignity, but more importantly as food? And you walk into a food bank and they're there to serve you, and these food banks work so hard, and my hats go off to them, but not having enough food on the shelves, simply to say, we're able to support you. And that can't be done every single day. So as we gather here today in this great auditorium at this great school, with your incredible school administrators, some amazing partners I'm going to recognize in a minute, but if we gather here today, all of us coming together to celebrate Halloween for Hunger, but most importantly to celebrate the fact that people over the next many months will walk in to the food banks in your community and have the dignity to have food. And you're doing this. You're doing this for young people, for parents, for a lot of single parents. Maybe even some people even in our school community might actually even need the help as well. So you put this all into context, all in perspective. Tonight is going to be a ton of fun, but it is so important. And I want to congratulate you. I want to honor you. I want to say thank you to you. And I want to say how critical tonight is. Not just because you're supporting the community, but as young people, you are making a statement to the world. And that statement is that we fundamentally care. We care about what's happening in our local community, and we're going to do something about it. And guys, I'm so proud of you. And as you embark on this journey, just know that people are there to support you. And I want to give a big shout out to your school administrators, of course, to your incredible principal, to the 2 remarkable Johns, to the entire team that have worked so hard, to all that have come together to support from the school who have worked so critical. A big shout out to our great friends at Ford, not only here, but literally across the country. This amazing company is actually going to be giving, whether it be F-150s or whatever it is, to allow us to take hundreds of thousands of pounds of food to the local food banks over the next few days. And they're doing this because it's the right thing to do. And I want to say thank you so much for standing up for these issues and getting your community involved. Thank you to all the sponsors, including this amazing credit union. From what I understand, if you go on their Facebook page and have a chance to like them, they'll give $1 to We Scare Hunger, Halloween for Hunger. We're just blown away. All these amazing community organizations, national, international companies have helped to amplify those in the media, those who have said we want to get engaged. Can we give all of these amazing, generous sponsors a huge round of applause? We are so grateful. As many of you know, the reason I'm here is because I was inspired. My brother and I were very inspired by a young boy many years ago, actually 19 years ago. When we were in elementary school, my brother read the article of a young boy from Pakistan named Iqbal Masih. And my brother read the article of this young boy who was sold into slavery at the age of 4 because his parents couldn't afford to keep him. A moneylender went to Iqbal's village in Pakistan, where he was located, where he grew up, and said to Iqbal's parents, "I'll give you $16 and Iqbal will go off with me, and I'll promise he'll get a good job and a good education." So Iqbal went off with this man. His parents literally signed the contract, not with a pen, but with their thumb. And Iqbal went off with this man. And of course, he did not get a good job or a good education. He ended up working as a carpet weaver, tying tiny knots in handmade carpets that would be on our floors. And he did this every single day until he was 10. Craig kept on reading. At the age of 10, he was lucky. He was lucky. He was actually able to run away. He got hooked up with a local human rights organization and began to speak out against the issues of child labor. This is him in a very famous speech he gave in Boston, holding a pencil in one hand and a carpet tool in the other. And he spoke so passionately about the issue that young people need to get involved in education, and in this case it was child labor, and he spoke so passionately. And he went home. And later that week he was riding his bike with his cousin. He was so happy to be home. The people who owned the carpet factory where he used to work came out of nowhere, and they literally shot and they killed him. Can you imagine at the age of 12 being killed for talking about the rights of kids? Because our versions, our generations of an amazing young woman, maybe you had a chance to hear of her. Her name is Malala. In this case, of course, she survived, and she's been amazing, and she just got the Nobel Peace Prize, and she's been involved in our program. She's spoken at We Day. She's a great friend. But in this case, Iqbal didn't make it. And so when we took this article to his grade 7 class, Craig was the one in the blue, we said, "Who wants to help a whole bunch of kids? Put up your hand." And it was one hand, after one hand, after one hand, after one hand, and all of a sudden there was 11 others, so there were 12 of them. And it's probably not dissimilar than the first year, 15 years ago at this amazing school, when John and others and the team and everybody said, "Who wants to help?" And one person put up their hand, and then many more. And now with Free the Children, millions of young people are putting up their hand, including you. And again, we're so grateful, but we're so grateful for those of you who have led us along this path and who are leading your school community to ask you to raise your hand this evening. Because all of you who are going out, all of you brave knights who are going to go brave the cold to put up your hands, you're following in this tradition. You're following in the idea, in the concept that as young people, we have the ability to influence change in a massive way. And we've seen this grow, and this was us so humbly. We grew up in Thornhill. This was us at the Thornhill Festival. We dreamt of building one school. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to build one school. And then we built 1, and then 2, and then 5, and then 10, and now we're actually over 700. But the reason I share this is that in your first Halloween for Hunger food drive, you probably wanted to help a few people and then more, and now this year the goal of 76,000 pounds of food. 76,000 pounds of food. Think about that for a moment. Think of all the kids who are going to have the ability to sit around and have the ability to be nourished because of what you're going to be doing. It's thousands of people. And as Free the Children grew, and as your Halloween for Hunger initiatives have grown, it all starts with that same concept. Somebody putting up their hand. Somebody saying, "We're going to make a difference." And again, I'm so proud of the fact that all of you have said that you're going to do so. So for us, as we engage in the year-long initiative called We Act, and you guys are so proud of that initiative with the action kits and the lesson plans and the resources and our staff that are so proud to help support you along the way. As we embark on Halloween on October 31st, we're so excited. We're so excited because thousands of schools are going to be joining you across this great country. Mind you, I can assure you, you're going to be very, 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 very likely going to be, as always, leading the most food and setting that trend and being the leader. Many now schools have looked to you, have looked to St. Thomas More to say, "I am inspired by you." And so what you're doing is not just helping your community, you are actually setting the pace and a standard for the entire country. Canada is watching you. Hundreds of schools are watching you. Thousands of young people are watching you. And thousands of people will be fed, not just because of the food that you're collecting, but by the example that you are setting. And as you embark and you see all these amazing kids who are now participating, young and old, And I'm so excited to see and all these amazing young people participating and engaging and having the chance to find out what is important to them. But I reflect back on what you guys have done and the legacy you have left and the example that you have set and the thousands, the tens of thousands of pounds of food that you have collected and getting your entire community engaged in massive ways to say we simply care. And as we embark on this incredible journey, I just want to say thousands of young people believe in that same spirit. The same spirit that you heard today, the same spirit that brought you here today, the same spirit that's exemplified by these amazing people in your orange Halloween for Hunger t-shirts, the same spirit that our friends at Ford are helping us across the country. This same spirit is exemplified in young people who are now coming to stadiums to say we care. And I know many of you participated in We Day a few weeks ago. We had We Day Vancouver last week. On Wednesday, we had We Day in Winnipeg. Tomorrow, I head off for We Day in Calgary on Monday with 17,000 kids in the Saddle Dome. But we fundamentally realize that we're joining a movement of young people who believe in change. And I want to take you off, and hopefully the audio will work, so fingers crossed, but to see and to be sparked and to be inspired by this We Day movement. Because as young people find, and something I fundamentally believe is changing the world, this is really important, changing the world is fundamentally the single coolest thing that you can do.